Hi, I'm just going to go over my bug out bag here today. There's been quite a bit of action on YouTube with the bug out bag and doomsday prepper, so I just thought I'd go over mine and do a little bit of an explanation. This is set up, of course, for me. It's about a week's worth of stuff here in my living area. The main purpose of this here bug out bag is to make it to my family or another living quarters where we've arranged if I have to transport by myself. And this is pretty much for on foot. So I'm just going to go through a few things. Like I said, women are going to have different packing. Men are going to have different things that they want. You have to customize it to where you're at, what you're doing, that sort of thing. And this is set up Western Canada, close to lots of food, wildlife, that sort of stuff that I can get. Also water. Water's not a problem. I just can get water just about all the time. Lots of fresh drinking water, but I'll still be purified. So to start off with is my backpack. It's a day bag. I'm not sure just exactly the liter size on it, but all the stuff will fit into it, just barely, minus the sleeping bag. Sleeping bag has to be fastened above or below. That's your preference. I usually put it on below. I line the backpack with a garbage bag. It comes in handy, adds a little bit more waterproofing protection. So here's the backpack. With all this gear in it, it's about 40 pounds. So, starting off, I guess with the sleeping bag, it's minus 5 degrees Celsius. Mummy bag, folds up very compact, pretty neat. It's a good quality. I really have used it quite a bit. I really like it. And to go inside it, there's a little silk liner that gives me a little bit more warmth, comfort. The main thing for the silk liner though is it protects your bag against your body oils and that sort of stuff, and it protects you against all sorts of bugs and critters. So they can't bite through it because it's such a tight, fine woven silk. Very comfortable, super light. Another thing that I have here, I like it, creature comfort, comes in handy. It's a parachute material hammock. It can be used as a tent, shelter, sleeping quarters, wrap yourself, it's warm. It's windproof, water resistant, very light, very comfortable to sleep in. Next thing I got is a couple pair of gloves. There's mechanics gloves here. These are commercial grade leather. Have a long time to try and wear those things out. The typical mechanic glove usually rips in the finger, wears out the finger. These things outlast a long time. I've had a pair for 3 years, haven't got any holes in them yet. Typical mechanic glove gives me about a week before I throw it out. These mechanic gloves here are a lot thinner, really light duty, high dexterity, just an extra sort of a backup. These here are typical what I use at a shooting range or something like that. I like them for shooting, that sort of thing. Next thing over here is some space blankets. Very neat thing to have. Everybody needs to have these in their survival kit. Just a cheap one, disposable, one-time use for sure. These are the same sort of thing. A little bit heavier duty, a little bit bigger, and you can actually reuse those ones again too. They're a pretty good product. Get some mosquito nets to go over your head. Rain poncho. This thing's just a cheap rain poncho. $4. Keeps you dry. Covers your backpack, including. You can use it as a ground sheet, shelter, that sort of thing. The alternative to packing rain gear, it's just too bulky and too heavy. So that's where the rain poncho comes in. As far as clothing goes, I can start off with my hat. Keeps the elements off you, sun, water, warmth. You need to have a hat. This one's reversible. You can tie it onto your chin if you need to with those little holes. Crumples up, very light. Same thing here, windbreaker. It's very warm. Summertime, more than adequate for Canada in the summer, even going into the fall. And it's light and warm, so that's what you need. Increase my warmth, I got a few things here. Another layer of protection. It's got a toque, some wool socks, some long wool underwear, flannel wool, socks to keep your feet dry, especially when you're hiking long ways. That's the way to go. I got a long sleeve shirt. Everything should be pretty much long sleeve. This here is merino wool again. It's very, very light, very thin, but yet cool in the summertime and very warm in the winter. It breathes very good. I love these here shirts. I wish I had more of them. Just some underwear and a pair of cotton pants. They dry out pretty quick. They're light. They're durable. Something that I wouldn't mind ditching in the future if I got too heavy or whatever. So that goes with all this gear. Anytime you know you're getting too heavy or you got too much weight, I would just hide this sort of stuff or trade it, barter it, or just ditch it. And at least you have it to start off. You find the pack's too heavy, you can start losing stuff, or you're just not using it. That's fine. You can ditch it. Going into lighting, got a Surefire flashlight here. It's a Defender 2. It's got a 180 lumina and a 6 lumina power, so it's really, really bright or really quite dim. It uses the lithium 3-volt battery right here. There's a couple backup spare. It's a nice light, little on the pricey side though. Just a glow stick. Another light here. Hands-free, good quality. Has super bright 1-watt LED, and then it has actually 6 different modes of lighting on there. It's just all pretty light and useful. Hands-free is great to go. Lanyard for around my neck, just for something important I want to carry. Here's a necklace that I have. It's just a little tiny knife that I like to carry around my neck, and hopefully I don't have to use it too much. Leatherman, everybody knows about a Leatherman multi-tool. They're extremely useful. This one's not too bad. It's got a pretty good steel blade there for quality. One of the things I really like on this one is the file. The file is really good. It's got a hacksaw type file there and diamond stone there for sharpening your blades. Multitude of blades. This here saw actually cuts really, really good. So everybody knows about a Leatherman. They're great. This one's got some screwdriver tips to go with it. So, this here is a little flashlight and AF/FM radio. You crank it up with the hand crank there for the power. Works really good, really cheap. Works good, especially for the price. Getting into electronics, I got some rechargeable batteries with a little battery pack and the charger. This here runs with the solar panel right here that I got. So open her up. You got a solar panel, some wires and that for the adapters, and basically you plug into your battery pack recharge, and you can also charge up any other electronics you have. Of which one of the things I have is an iPhone. So there's that. It's pretty cool. There's just some attachments that come with it. Little LED light. I would use those pretty quick if I needed to. 9-volt batteries. I'll get that back a little bit later. Cooking. I got a Sport there. Multi-tool to eat. I kept the package just so that it might be handy. One of the things I like is this little kettle. It's very light aluminum. Inside I like to keep some of the stuff. Hot chocolate, I got a little chocolate bar there. Got some chicken noodle soup, some salt and pepper, some more hot chocolate, some soup stock, hot chocolate. That sort of stuff is very important, to keep your morale up. You need to keep your morale up when you're out on any type of scenario that you're in an emergency or disaster. So these here are coffee filters. All I have them for is just to screen my water through, just to get the solids up. And then I'm going to boil it, or I'm going to use a tool like this. It's a stirring pen. Battery powered, uses UV light to purify your water. It kills all the little bacteria. Very cool tool. Again, battery powered. They make them a lot smaller than this now. This one's a little bit older. So they're cool to have. It's actually designed there so that you can put your drinking bottle right onto the rubber seal there, and it seals off, folds it upside down, kills those bacteria. Handy to have. Rechargeable batteries necessary with it because it does use quite a bit of battery power. So I got some toiletries there, some more Kleenex, toiletries. This here's shop towel here. It's durable. You can reuse it, dry it out. It's pretty neat. Same with these here. These are pretty neat little products. They're just towels. You get them wet, they expand super thick. It comes out. One of these here is the same as one sheet of this. Quite strong and really handy little product to have. I like those. I got a book here with paper and a pencil. I got some pens in that there other container, just in case you need to write some notes, leave a message for someone, make a map, that sort of thing. A lot of people forget about stuff like that. Going back to my food. Again, this is set up for about a week for me. I got a week of fat on my body. That's no problem. So this is just extra. I got some jerky there, some energy drinks there, granola bars, nutrition bars, just your run-of-the-mill sort of stuff. Some of these are high calories, which you'll need. Raisins are really quick energy food. And this is my coffee. These are little candies, some of them in there. And they're actually made with coffee, so I can have my coffee because I'm a coffee drinker. I like my coffee. Let's see here. We'll go to first aid, I guess. First aid kit. This one's pretty well equipped. I actually got sutures in it. I got some painkillers, lots of medication and that sort of stuff. Some tension bandages and that. It's quite a well equipped little first aid kit. Of course, all the stuff in it I've put in aftermarket because the stuff that comes in those kits is junk. This is to supplement it. I have in this here container here, there's some immune system enhancers in that. If you got an upset stomach, diarrhea, that sort of stuff, it's got capsules there for grapefruit seed extract, oregano oil, that sort of stuff. Very good for your immune system and that. In here, Tylenol, along with Tylenol 3, and actually in here I got some oxycontin too for painkiller. I got some Imodium, Pepto-Bismol, that sort of stuff, some more band-aids, some ointment. Nice to have. Colloidal silver, 40 parts per million to make it with a little generator. Everybody in in this type of anybody that's really dealing with this type of scenario or whatever probably knows about this colloidal silver. Easily made. That's what the 9-volt batteries are actually for. I got an actual still that makes the good stuff, but in a pinch, I got some wires. I guess I can open it up right now. Here's my little colloidal silver kit. Put a couple 9-volt batteries in series. Got a pure silver wire there, cut it in half, 2 pieces, positive and negative, and more volts is better. 32 volts is ideal, but you'll still get it with even one 9-volt battery. You'll be able to make some colloidal silver, so that's a pretty neat little thing. I got this here pack. It's got toothbrush, soap, shampoo, towels and that, just to keep your hygiene up. Definitely a toothbrush and some toothpaste. Dental hygiene is pretty important. You get a toothache or bad teeth, you're in for it. So I do have that. I wear contacts normally, pretty weak prescription. I don't need them for driving or anything like that, but I got way better vision with them, and that's why I have it. I like the better than 20/20 vision, so there's some glasses for backup. And I got polarized sunglasses here. Some nitrile gloves, just come in handy. Here's some earplugs and a roll of black tape, handy stuff to have. Another lighter, got some chapstick there. That stuff was worth big bucks on the movie bag.AVI, so I guess I threw it in there for that reason. Here's a little fishing kit. Probably won't use it too much or ever, but I just threw it in just in case. Another compass there. Here's a fire starter, magnesium block, and a flint. Don't use it much. The main reason is because it just dulls a steel blade too quick, so I usually have matches or whatever to light my fire. That's typically what I do. So matches are lighter. Some cord. Got some suntan lotion, some bug repellent in there. Handy stuff to have. Couple sets of snare wire there. There's stainless steel, it's a little bit thicker, and some brass stainless steel wire is stronger than the brass, but you know, for smaller game, the brass stuff works better. But you can make lots of stuff. That stuff really handy to have. Another little knife here. One of the features I like about this is it's got a little set of tweezers on it. Comes in handy. So map of the area. So just to have some rope. I can't stress rope enough. That stuff's super handy. Pretty strong stuff. I think the breaking strength on that is like 300 pounds. So it's strong, pretty useful. You can do a lot of things with it. This here bag is just to keep some of the gadgets all together in a little bag there. This is actually bag too, I forgot to mention. This is what I keep my clothes in. It's just a dry sack. Another level of protection for water protection. And again, you can always use these little bags externally too if you wanted to carry extra stuff. So my Pelican kit here, it's waterproof, got some matches, mending kits for sewing, comes in real handy if you only got one set of clothes. My iPhone main thing with that is not the phone. If I got phone service, that's great, but the main thing on that is it's got, you know, pictures of my family, it's got books on it, it's got maps, it's got all sorts of information that's already downloaded on apps and that. It's got a lot of movies, songs, all that sort of stuff. So it's my entertainment source to keep the morale up again. Going to be using earphones with that though. There's a charging cord just to go into that solar pack when I need to recharge it. Little handheld GPS system. It's an older one. It's got quite a bit of memory in it and quite a bit of mapping stuff. Comes in handy. Again, I can use batteries from my solar pack to redo it. So hopefully GPS satellites are still working. If not, rely on the compass, I guess, and map. Here's a couple pens, permanent marker, Sharpie. That's pretty useful to have. I found those pretty instrumental. My passport, cash. I still suggest carrying cash. Things get real bad, money's not going to do too much, but there's I think there's $1,200 or $1,300 there, so quite a bit of cash to have with you, more than enough to buy most things. Another pack of matches. Memory stick here, it contains all sorts of downloaded files that I've got. It's got all my pertinent information, important documents. I put them on a high resolution scanner, colored scanner. It's all on there. I got my family's passports, pictures, marriage certificate, all that sort of stuff scanned, downloaded on there. Pretty useful, and it's got a security code on this here memory stick too, so it's hard to hack. And just some sticky Velcro stuff. It's just in there. It comes in handy. Here's the little Pelican case. Ziploc bags. Here's my water source. It's got half a liter, 500 milliliters, stainless container of water. You can boil your water, purify it, whatever. Water's not too hard for me to come by, so that's why I don't have very much. If I did need some extra, here's a little bottle I can fill up. Here's a filtering straw. I can drink right out of the stream in that. It's got a charcoal filter. Gotta get the charcoal wet and then activate it, and then it'll filter all the bugs out for you. So pretty handy to have. It's basically my rig out bag, or my bug out bag, I should say. And that's something that I'd be using again to get to my family or destination on foot, typically on foot. So, winter time, it's gonna get bigger, have more warmer clothes, that sort of thing. Right now, it's good until fall. So, over here, I got stuff that I'm gonna carry on my body. So, I like guns. I have quite a few guns. You're not allowed to carry handguns with you, but if the situation gets chaotic, I'm going to go concealed carry with my handgun here. This is probably my favorite gun for this type of scenario. It's a 40 cal. It's an XD, Springfield XD. Very capable gun, very reliable. Got night sights on it. It's probably the cheapest handgun I bought, yet it's my favorite and very, very reliable. I've never had an issue with this thing. It shoots all sorts of ammo. It's a good gun. An extra clip for it. Again, I'm using some pretty powerful hollow point ammo, so it's hot loads. good leather belt, good stiff one to support your weight there on the belt. Probably going to have to increase it a few notch sizes going in, as you're going to lose weight, so not a problem for me. This is just a little paracord bracelet that I would be wearing. It's super handy if you ever needed some cord. It's just a neat little product. I almost always have a flashlight in my pocket. This is just a little LED single AAA battery, super bright, really handy to have on you. Little piece of cord, some matches. Fire ability is very important. Along with that, I got a Zippo lighter. It's in a waterproof container. It's all sealed up. Basically, it's sealed up like that to keep the lighter fluid from evaporating, because it's a Zippo lighter. Zippo lighters are incredibly handy just because they can stay lit for so long. So this here is a pocket knife. On the higher quality side, it's a pretty good pocket knife. I always have a pocket knife with me, so can't stress how important a knife is. Here's just a little pocket compass I got. Came in a package of jerky, so it actually works quite well. So that would be in my pocket as well. There's a couple books that I would endorse pretty high. The first one, the Survival Handbook. Got it for Christmas for my wife. It is one of the better books that I've ever read. Goes into in-depth pretty good. Has a lot of scenarios. Talks even about your mental state, that sort of stuff. How to deal with situations. Again, this one goes way deeper than most books do. Most of the survival books are actually quite junky and useless. So, next book is Medicine for Mountaineering. The reason I like this book is it actually tells you how to do it yourself when you're way back in the bush. It has all sorts of stuff. Tells about everything from collapsed lung, broken bones, constipation, that sort of stuff, snake bites. It covers it all, and it's a good book because, like I say, most first aid manuals, all they do is tell you to go see a doctor, take a couple of aspirin. This one tells you how to fix yourself, so it's worth reading. Right over here is just some extra gear that I would like to take with me if I had the weight or time. A pair of vice grips to complement the Leatherman. Super handy tool. This one's not very big. It has the cutting ability right there for wire. You can cut a page link fence. You can cut barbed wire with it actually. So pretty cool little tool. Lightweight camping axe. Super lightweight. Quite durable. Very sharp. I can put that on the back of my backpack. It has attachments there if I wanted to carry it, and it's got a little saw there that you can use to saw wood. It goes in and stays in with a magnet, so that actually is pretty secure. And then some duct tape. Duct tape's awesome product. If I had the room, I might throw that in. If not, I could leave it out. And then there's just a water bladder there. I would probably have that for sure, just extra water. It's comfortable to carry. Again, though, I have lots of water around in my area, so don't really need it too much. And over here, I'm going to go over a few scenarios with different guns. Like I say, I like my guns. I got three main types of guns. I got a 308 semi-automatic. This is a Chinese Norinco M14. Very inexpensive. It's actually been a really good gun. We have a couple of these. Pretty capable gun. It's sighted in right now for 100 yards, and it can go up to 400 yards if you need to. So, comes with right here, I got 110 rounds of ammo with that one. Problem with that one is it's not so good for close quarters. It's more of a bush gun, out in the mountains, that sort of thing. It's loud, it's heavy. This gun with this ammo, it's right around 20 to 22 pounds, so a little bit heavier. Next is a 12 gauge shotgun. This is really good for if you're needing to defend yourself in close quarters. It's incredible firepower here. So this one holds 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber, side saddle. With this ammo here, there's just over 70 rounds. So this here, ammo and gun configuration, weigh about 14 pounds. So quite a difference between this rifle and this rifle. 14 pounds. Over here I have a 22. This is the one I would probably be taking most often. It's got a scope. It's a Ruger SR22 semi-automatic, very accurate, 16-inch barrel, pretty light. Right here it's got a 50-round drum and some 25-round clips. The reason I like a 22 is just the abundance of ammo that you can take with you. There's over 800 rounds of ammo right here. Weighs the same as that shotgun does, 14 pounds. Disadvantage to it is this one's only got a scope. If that scope gets wrecked, you're sort of looking and guessing. So, but I'd still take this one. You can do a lot with it. It's not the most powerful. A lot of people underestimate the capabilities of it. This gun is sighted in for 25 yards. No problem. 50 yards I'm shooting 1-inch target or 1-inch pattern. 25 yards it's in a dime. It goes out to 100 yards. It drops with this ammo about 5 inches at 100 yards. That's about its limit. That is its limit, I should say. You can shoot a lot of stuff with it. It's quieter than the other rifles. It's way lighter. It's way handier. It stays on target when you're firing. I can go through a round of 25 rounds with one of these clips in about 5 seconds and stay on target on all those shots. So firepower is quite a bit with it, actually. Great for shooting a squirrel, cat, whatever. It's not going to take down a bear or a moose, but it will take down a deer. You hit it in the head, it'll take down a deer. So that's probably the gun I would be taking. Like I say, 800 rounds versus 70 rounds. Take this. This is an ammo pack here. All the extra ammo, whatever gun I would be taking, would be going in this here little bag. It's external. I would throw a few other things in it from the other bag, maybe too. Something that I can ditch if I have to. This is some more ammo here for the 40 cal with another clip. So that's basically the guns like I would take. The thing with these guns too is all this ammo is pretty common in Canada. So you're allowed to take a rifle with you in Canada. That's one thing that's good. Still aren't forbidden for rifles or long arms. And like I say, I'd take the ammo. The gun, that's more for food. You want it for protection. That's a whole other issue. You're getting into a whole ball of wax here with your views on guns and human life and that sort of stuff. I myself in Canada think I would be avoiding most people. Any groups I would definitely avoid of people. Traveling and I see somebody that's stranded, I'd probably watch them for quite a while before I'd approach them and interact with them. So, like I say, playing it safe, I would avoid most people. But depending on the scenario and how bad the public is getting, really plays a big part on whether or not I interact with other people. So, typically though, I think I would interact with most people. That I would leave up to other people. So, use your discretion and that sort of thing, I guess. I guess discernment would be the word to use. So, well, that is my bug-out bag with a possible sidearm and some possible extra gear. Thanks for watching.